with it!
I just recently completed the game Little Goody Two Shoes, and I have to say, this game really impressed me. With its 90s Yuri anime vibes and gorgeous pixel art style, I just had to give this game a go. And while the puzzles stressed me out a lot, the game was still intriguing enough to keep me going. What is up, my dwellers of the interwebs? I'm Sorensen, and this is my first impression on the game Little Goody Two Shoes. Little Goody Two Shoes story has you in the shoes of Elise, a young woman who was found in the woods by an elderly lady when she was a baby. The elderly woman takes her in as her own and raises her. When Elise's grandmother passes away, she is left alone to fend for herself in this town where everyone seems to take advantage of her and make her do a lot of their tasks. She longs to leave this town and live somewhere else and have money to do what she wants. She comes across an entity and promises to give her everything she desires as long as she provides the gifts needed to meet someone who is only ever referred to as him. Meanwhile, you have to forge relationships with the girls in the town and find the special girl for you, as well as try to do some daily work tasks for money, experience the craziest and creepiest witching hour every night, as well as try to stop the townspeople from thinking that you're a witch. Throw in the fact that all your choices matter and have consequences, and this game is one heck of a ride. I found that this game plays best while using a controller if you're playing it on PC. You will spend a majority of your time traveling from your home to the town, talking to the townspeople, as well as picking a girl in town to grow a relationship with. This part of the game felt like a Yuri anime romance visual novel. The interactions were cute and funny, and things felt very upbeat, at least in the beginning. You want to try to improve your relationships with one girl and gain hearts every time you go on a date with her. If you do or say something wrong, you could end up finishing the date with no hearts, or perhaps even losing a heart, which can cause a problem for you in the late game. Every day you pick a task to do, it will move the time forward, so you need to pick your choices carefully. You want to try to juggle earning money to buy food and beverages for your health and sanity, as well as going on dates. This can prove to be fairly challenging at times, but it all adds to the overall gaming experience. Every night you'll enter the witching hour after midnight. During this time is the most dangerous, where you can die if you aren't careful. There's no weapons in this game, so all you can do is run and avoid the creatures. This is also where the puzzles are in the game. These can be fairly rage-inducing if you're not good at puzzles like myself. I did end up looking up a guide near the end because the moon puzzles specifically drove me crazy. As I said before, the choices you make in this game matter, and this will prove relevant when you reach the end of the game, since there are multiple endings. I personally got a very bad ending due to making some careless mistakes in the past. The ending I got was definitely shocking. You will spend your time running and avoiding things, and with the boss fights, you will just have to avoid their attacks and solve a puzzle to defeat it. It definitely adds an extra stress level to the game, which I enjoyed a fair amount.
What is this?
The music in the game was fantastic. I especially loved the intro song to the game and would listen to it every time I loaded the game. I actually fell in love with the game's opening so much that I added it to my music playlist. Every musical score the game has sounded great. I have nothing bad to say about the music in the game at all. The game's sound effects were appropriate too. The only thing I wish there was more of was actual voice acting, not just a few small words being said here and there. The dialogue is never read out loud, so you need to do all the voiceovers if you're live streaming. I would have loved for a fully voice acted game, to be honest. At least you can choose a Japanese voiceover for the small amount of words being said.
off with it!
The pixel art in this game was great. I love the style and the color scheme used. It always looked so beautiful. Even the artwork was gorgeous as well. It really gave off a 90s Yuri anime vibe to me, which was very nostalgic. Little Goody Two Shoes was one of my favorite visually beautiful pixel games that I've played so far this year. Overall, I'd say that Little Goody Two Shoes was a fantastic experience. From the visuals to the gameplay, I think back on the game fondly after completing it. I was sad I got a bad ending though, and while I know there's plenty of alternate endings, I don't know if I would go back and replay the game to find all the endings I missed, mainly due to how aggravating the puzzles were to me. That's the only thing I don't like about the game, and that's not because the puzzles were bad. I just suck at puzzles in general, so it's a skill issue on my part. But even though I sucked at the puzzle aspect of the game, I still soldiered on and completed the game because it was just that good. Little Goody Two Shoes is actually a prequel to the game Pocket Mirror, which I didn't know about at first. So I'm now curious about Pocket Mirror and might play that in the near future. But as a standalone game, Little Goody Two Shoes is fine to play even if you haven't played Pocket Mirror, since it's a prequel after all. So there you have it. That's my first impression on the game Little Goody Two Shoes. Thank you for watching. I'm Sorasin. Have a fantastic day. Please drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed my content, and hit that bell icon to stay up to date on all my upcoming videos. Bye bye!